Namaste, Big Cat Air Signs, Grand Rising. Welcome or welcome back to Big Cat Astrology, Big Cat Wave, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, the planetary hot topics to add to your almanac over the next 7 days. On the 21st of November, Mars in Scorpio sextiles Pluto in Capricorn. Today holds tremendous potential for work as you possess the energy, stamina and drive to accomplish any task. It's an opportune day for sending out resumes, delivering presentations or even launching your own ventures. Seize this advantage and direct your focus towards tasks that demand intensity. On the 22nd, the Sun enters Sagittarius. As the Sun transitions into the sign of the Archer, you'll feel invigorated and ready for any adventure. Over the next 4 weeks, you may embark on a quest, be it through travel, returning to school, or engaging in conversations with intriguing individuals. Broaden your horizons by exploring new activities, places, and meeting new people. On the 23rd, the Sun in Sagittarius squares Saturn in Pisces. Focusing your energy may prove to be elusive. You may need time for rest and rejuvenation. This aspect involves significant effort with little reward. Shift your focus towards cultivating personal happiness. On the 24th, Mars enters Sagittarius. Over the next 6 weeks, you'll be poised to take action as the warrior planet Mars enters the sign of the Archer. It's an excellent time to set your sights on your dreams, whether they involve travel, education, or the pursuit of the truth roof. Pinkies up. Also, you have Ceres, the asteroid associated with diligent work, of parenting something from seed to harvest. It enters Sagittarius. This period encourages you to expand your inner horizons by exploring different cultures through travel and learning. Share your experiences with others, as meeting new people can be a valuable source of personal growth. On the 25th, Mars in Sagittarius squares Saturn in Pisces. Maintaining discipline may prove challenging, which will cause frustration due to progress being slow. Practice patience and extend kindness to yourself during this period. On the 26th, the Moon enters Gemini. Expect more communication. Opportunities will arise for you to share and receive news, as well as advice, and express what's on your mind. Seek mental connections with those around you. On the 27th, the Moon in Gemini. The full moon, I might add. Ha ha! The Gemini full moon is typically an ideal time for organizing your ideas, finalizing plans, or observing the results of your short-term plans or ideas. Be straightforward in your communications. Say what you mean and mean what you say. You also have Mercury in Sagittarius squaring Neptune in Pisces. Neptune is at home as it rules Pisces, okay? Steer clear of engaging in debates with individuals unwilling to see reason. The word simpleton, feeble-minded, skullduggerous all ran across my mind. Protect yourself from the influence of stubborn, narrow-minded individuals attempting to overshadow your positivity. The Debbie or Donovan Downers. No offense if that's your name. Please stay tuned in for the tarot reading to follow. Big Cat Wave. Hey. Namaste. Grand Rising air signs. Welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your next 7 days. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Big Cat Wave. dive in and unpack. Oh, you have a 4, darling dears. You have the energy of the 1. The 1 tells you that you have to evaluate everything, even question your own thoughts. Because your thoughts may be, what, paranoid blood? Feeling that everyone's out to get you. Question every thought. You also have the energy of a 3. The 3 is what? The key word is conflict, darling dears. Good golly and gosh, who can deal with that? This is going to be a nerve-wracking period for some. If there was ever a time for you to keep your wits about you, the next 7 days will be, darling dears. Pay attention to what's going on. Why? A major change is about to come your way, darling dears. You're about to change directions. So what? I was about to say the simpletons, the feeble-minded, the dull-eyed ones. Yeah, they're going to want to tongue wrestle. What's that? Tussle, darling dears. Argue, fight, quarrel, all of the above, darling dears. So be on the alert and evaluate everything. You have the energy of a 4. Your birth date could be the 4th, the 13th, the 22nd, or the 31st. Or these days may have some significance to you. You're an organizer, darling dear. You know your strength lies in how you organize things. You go down to the what? The wire, darling dears. You're wanting to avoid stress, darling dears, over the next 7 days. This is why you must evaluate everything. Your luckiest days will be Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. Your lucky numbers will be 2, 4, and 8. That is also angel numbers, which may be of importance to you. The numerology of the 4 is about manifestation mode, darling dears. Creating some kind of stability or structure for yourself in your life. The number 4 is ruled by the sun as well as Uranus energy. So it's about the self, and Uranus is the sudden change. The rebel in you has been awoken, darling dears, for a new beginning. The energy of the 4, darling dears, as I was saying before I interrupted myself with a Number 4, Uranus. It rules the number 4, darling dears. So the body parts that may be affected over the next 7 days is the pineal gland, the gonads, the blood system, and oh my goodness gracious me, yeah. Uranus is a fixed air sign, so you're in your element, darling dears. You're getting wings. You're an individual and you're about to stand out for your differences, bearing in mind that a full-on change is in the wind for you over the next 7 days. The energy of the 4 is, for some, you're about to assume a position of leadership, whether in a school, a job, or your community, darling dears. The 1-4 also speaks about somebody going through money problems, debts, darling dears. This is a relationship where no progeny are involved. Oh, someone's with a brock pocketus. Listen, if that don't make you go skeet, and run to go and sort out your what? Credit score. All of this and that. In the tarot, this is represented by the Emperor, Mars and Aries energy. Masculine energy, or you could be in your masculine energy, darling dears. It's about you being the what? From the foot soldier to the commandante, darling dears. You got it covered. The emperor doesn't go to the foot soldier or to what, a peasant, to ask them questions. This is also assuming a position in a leadership role, in a job or a community. Everything is pointing to the same thing, darling dears. The meaning of everything. The numerology, the tarot cards, and me, I'm telling you. Yeah, how about that? All right, let's get your runestone. Oh, thank you. That was quick, wasn't expecting that. Bestie, you get the blank rune. So whatever this major change is coming into your life, it's going to be a blessing from the Most High. You're getting a love tap. The universe is saying, whatever you like, whatever you've been working towards, darling dears. And this is of great import. Focus on what you want. And remember,
arguing with the feeble-minded would be a waste of your time and your energies, especially if they've chosen to what? Be against you, darling dears. It'd be like peeing in the wind. It'll go back all over you, darling dears. We can't have that. We really can't. Remember, you hold the blank rune for the next 7 days. All right. Let's get your oracle ancestral message. Thank you. Oh, invocation, darling dear, some kind of rituals. As I said, this is a new beginning for you, darling dears. And we have 4 people. Again, the number 4 is prevalent for you, darling dears. It could represent 4 weeks, 4 months, or 4 years. Something that you've been focused on, something that you've been doing like a ritual, practicing, darling dear, learning. But it's also about your heart chakra. Your heart chakra is clear from a situation. You may have had as many as 4 people against you in this situation. But this is also representative of a goddess. You're being blessed at this moment in time, darling dear, for your due diligence, your focus, your determination. But it's also a reminder to keep your circles tight and small. Not everybody needs to know what you're about to be blessed with, darling. Just trust and believe. The blessed and highly favored are always under surveillance. They'll know. They'll know. Ha ha! They, them, and The rebirth of you also reminds me of what? Law number what? 25 of the 48 laws of power. You've recreated your identity, or you're about to, darling dears. I'm also hearing you're getting your passport, your name changed on your passport. Do it, darling dears. Do it. A new beginning for you. People thought that you were stuck, complacent. This is all of the ice. But in the background, darling dear, you're the phoenix rising. Can't you see it coming from the fire? It reminds me of the fire card. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Maybe something significant for you or that season. This is a new beginning, but you're beginning in such a way that you're listening to spirit. This also speaks about somebody taking up some kind of body conscious thing, and as well as cooking, darling dears. You're eating different things. But whatever was cooking under the surface, remember, you have the blank room. A new beginning, something that you did the due diligence in. Love it. I don't hate it. It may manifest during the winter months. Maybe you began working on it during the summer months. Base of the deck, darling dear. We've got balance. This is a new beginning, balancing out your masculine and feminine energies. It's also a reminder that you have a foot in both worlds, darling dears. Remember, whatever wolf you feed will be the one that is what? Taking over your life. So always turn to the light, the Most High, Father, God, Mother Isis, for guidance, inspiration, as well as protection with the whole spiritual armor. Ephesians 6:13. Love it. I don't hate it. All right. Let's get a deck and move on swiftly. I'm going to use the black. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles, creating a stable foundation. It also speaks about loyalty or fellowship, darling dears. And as I said, somebody may be assuming a leadership role in a position where they're going to be respected for what they have, darling dear. The knowledge. Pentacles is tangible things. How you are, darling dears. You are essentially an excellent courtier, darling dears. You know how to play the game. Law number 24 of the 48 laws of power. Love it. I don't hate it. Every time I start a reading, the progeny texts me. Just a second, darling dears. Good golly and gosh. Lord have mercy for Jesus. Good child. No, it's nothing important. I was thinking to myself, after I said all of those expletives, right? I thought you was going to think, oh my God, this is no, blood, nothing important. But I didn't turn over the cards. Imagine that. We've got the Death card, and again, it's talking about this change, this transformation that is going to run rampant through your life. But those that can see your light can see that you're about to what? You've been aiming for the what? Clouds, but you're about to get the stars, darling dears. Yeah, you got a chance to relax. 5 of Wands on its face. It also speaks about what? Avoiding conflict, because change is here for you. You've got the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups has emotional maturity, but it also says that you're highly intuitive, right? Yeah, you wasn't able to... Some of you are going to be realizing your empathic nature, that you've been, what, taking on other people's emotions, darling dears. You're going to get the ability to block out other people's, block out or separate the emotions. This is also a reminder of what? You'll be keeping your own counsel, keeping certain things to yourself. Not everybody deserves your nurturing, especially if they come to bring confusion, right? And skullduggery your way over the next 7 days. But it's also being in your head. This won't come up, so this, yeah, and again, 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, about this new beginning for you, darling dears. This is not for you to wonder, not for you to watch, not for you to worry, darling dears. It's for you to what? Be in expectation mode, because it's surely coming to you. Clarify the 5 of Wands. All the cards, some are turned over. Look. Ace of Swords. No. Because there'll be a lack of clarity. If you get into an argument or allow someone to argue, come out of your position. But it's also a reminder for you to what? Not overplay your hand, because you're already in a position of leadership or knowing what's going on, darling dears. Base of the deck, World card on its face. Someone didn't want a situation to end. It also speaks about something to do with some kind of message, messaging via email. You didn't get a message, darling dears. But you're definitely being watched. Who by? Someone who's penny pinching or pocket watching, counting your money, but they're seeing the opportunities. Yeah. Someone who has bad money management skills. Tower moment shows the truth, darling dear. Somebody's trying to count your pentacles from the nosebleed section. Clarify the Queen of Cups. Someone who is stuck on you. This person is extremely toxic. They're watching you win and they're not happy about it. Split the deck. Look, the cards are all back to front and round and round. Look at this. But look at this. Yeah. Someone who's a what? Skin peeling liar. Black pocketers. Someone who is a procrastinator, a time waster. Somebody who wasted your time, darling. Yes. And again, the card. Listen, let me just sort this out because I don't understand. Let me make sure that they're all topsy-turvy, darling dears. Sorry about this. I don't know what happened. And I was here. I was awake. Both my eyes was opened. Alright. This is outrageous. Somebody's definitely leaving a work situation that they see as extremely toxic, but you're going to be stepping into something better. You have to remember, when divine makes you uncomfortable in a situation, it's time for you to change, darling dears. This is about you taking the step without seeing the stare. Let's give it a quick shufty. Someone who's a procrastinator who wasted your time, darling. Yeah, this is a Knight in the reverse. Yeah, this is the leaving of a family, leaving of a business or communities, moving away from a community, darling. Dears, that don't expect or accept. Maybe they don't expect you to leave, but you're gonna get new opportunities. Helping hands are coming through. Don't be afraid to leave anything behind, darling dears. And remember, from it's not in charge of your blinking and breathing, it can leave. You've got 2 pages together. You may have as much as 2 progeny in the situation. But this is about you inspiring others or feeling inspired and motivated at this moment in time. Take that leap of faith. If you wanted this for confirmation, your confirmation is here. Base of the deck. Because you'll feel so much more freer. Because look. Somebody's afraid to take a leap of faith from a situation that no longer serves them, one where there's a lot of conflict and confusion. But you're going from the 8 to the 4. You'll feel so much better once you've taken a step. It's always darkest before the dawn. Take the step, darling dears. Clarify the 10 of Pentacles. Somebody is definitely pocket watching on you, darling dears. Yeah, someone who would like to make amends. But you'll have to shine a light on that bitch. Yeah, this is about being enlightened to a situation, right? And look, the cards did it again. Nothing more from this deck. I've got to take it as a sign. Let's ask some other questions. Let's get a fresh deck and ask some other questions. Use this one. Base of the deck, your intuition. Listen to your intuition. This is about going within. It also speaks about female energy. A secret is going to be revealed around the feminine energy. Something that they didn't want to come out, darling dear, but it's about to come out. All right. How will my air signs' finances be over the next 7 days? The rebirth of you, a new beginning. Yeah, conflict and defeat, darling dears. Good golly and gosh. What's this? Yeah, you got to choose your battles, darling dears. Choose your battles as far as the finances is concerned. You may feel as though there's multiple options, but you have to choose wisely in order to be balanced. Somebody needs to balance out their account at this moment in time. Seven of Cups is also what? You've got... Somebody's looking for options within their finances. And as I said, you're going to have to leave a situation in order to receive the blessing of the blank rune. You're not going to get it where you are. This wanted to come up. Yeah. Because your word's not heard. And in some cases, you've got a glass ceiling, darling dears. You'll only go so far. One more on the conflict and defeat. Sometimes you got to lose to win, darling dears. And again, your intuition. Yeah. Secret is definitely going to be revealed based off the deck, darling dears. We have another major arcana. You've got 8 major arcanas out here. You've also got the justice system. It also speaks about some kind of compensation, possibly from work, darling dears. It was touch and go for some time. Why? Your story wasn't corroborated by your co-workers, but you had some kind of paper trail. This is why you're going to be the karma for them, darling dear. You're going to have to make people really look into their dark nature. Yep. Compensation is on the way for some of you air signs. What about relationships? Somebody's not getting on well when the cards done together. There's no talking in an Eastern European voice. Yeah, awareness, magician energy, darling dears. You have all of the tools. Somebody's going to be taking a trip. Yeah, moving on. But they're not... Oh. 6 of Swords on its face, darling dears. Hold on a second. Somebody wants to move on from a situation. Not you. Got to realize that you have all of the power, darling dears. Yeah, universe. Somebody's about to end a situation. It's about being mentally stuck. But this is someone who's stuck on the memory of a situation, the memory of a person, rather than the actual reality. Divine is telling you to be use clarity, yeah? Look at all the facts, right? The cold, hard facts. Leave that situation, because true love will begin in your life. There's no point being around people that don't love you for whom you are, darling dears. People that judge you, people that pretend to be your friends, people that are only your friends because you benefit them in some way. Cut off that linkage. But it's all to do with the blank rune. You've got to let go of something for a blessing to come through. Any obstacles? Yeah. You've got lying, cheating, hoodwinkers. Yeah. What about somebody who wants to deceive you? Or deception is definitely indicated. Yeah, listen to your intuition. You know who this person is, darling dears. This no rest for the wicked, yeah? They're on a knife's edge. Somebody doesn't want you to feel easy. Right? And it's all by words, darling dears. someone who is a gossip, somebody who's going to be a merchant of slander, Jeremiah 9:40. Yeah, but it's because of your star power. And as I said, some of you are stepping into a more leadership role. Maybe you're an entrepreneur and your business is about to take off. But the star card speaks about benefactors. It speaks about supporters, as well as what? Your ancestral team, darling. They're supporting you. You have to subconsciously pour away what you went through, and also take a spiritual bath before you go to your next employment. If it's a new home that you're going to, darling dears, make sure you cleanse the home before you actually move in. I like to burn my incenses, and I leave it open on the Bible open on the 23rd Psalm. I read it out in every room, and then I don't move in that night. No. Listen, gotta let things settle in, and you've got to claim the energy of the house. Thank the house, the apartment, the flat, wherever you're going in, and asking it for protection, darling dears. Whatever that energy is, this person is a liar. They've already made up their mind. They're hard-headed, darling. They're ignorant. They're not going to listen to anything you say. They're also going to be asking about your sanity. Triumph card. It's because their life is sad, darling dears. Look, once you let them go, love will begin. This is an obstacle for you to understand that you are the power grid in the room. Some people always see your blessings before you do, because they see the quality of person that you are. This is not the time for you to be worried. And if somebody's going for a surgical procedure over the next 7 days, I would suggest that you put it off. Because I believe it's on the 25th. We begin the pre-shadow of Mercury retrograde, which begins in Capricorn. If it is a surgical procedure, I would suggest, if you can, put it off until after Mercury retrograde, which is going to take us into the new year. So into the new year, darling dears, because you will get victory and success. Any opportunities arising for the air signs over the next 7 days? Oh, the truth. You're going to be the judgment for someone, darling dears. Someone who is what? Listen, you know who this person is. Somebody who sat by and watched you suffer in silence. It also speaks about you thinking more clearly about a situation. A past person may try to return to your life, but they're coming from the crevice of the devil's balls, Pennywise son or daughter. I think that's a no for you, darling dears. This person is unhappy and unlucky, darling dears. You know who it is, and you have to realize that you have to preserve yourself. No one's going to love you more than you. The opportunity in the situation is that forewarned is forearmed, darling dear. Yeah. 6 of Pentacles. Somebody's going to be looking for help, but this person is going to lie in order to get the help from you. They're going to keep things from you because they see you as successful or stable. Yeah. Now we've got the star card in the upright again. Well, it's their loss. This person is what? Full of regret and not remorse, darling dear. Be careful of the people coming to you in the guise as a friend, darling dear. They come to what? Cause confusion, arguing, fighting, all of the above. What you've been told to avoid. Or not told to, advised to. You can choose to do what you want to do, darling dears. You have free will. Yeah. Because if you make the wrong choice this week, you're going to block your own blessings. You're going to create delays with this new job, this new home, this new career, darling dears. Yeah. And you don't want to be caught in the rinse and repeat of the negative cycle. Yeah. Success is coming your way, darling dears. But you're going to have to what? Release things that no longer serve you in order for you to get the benefit of the blank room. You're about to be blessed in a major way, darling dears. Head and shoulders, your hard work is paying off. Look at this. So we've got the what? 7 of Pentacles. Your planning, plotting and strategizing is paying off. Love it. I don't hate it. Let's finish this up. I'm going to finish up with the kicker. Yeah, end that situation, that job, whatever it is that's tying you, darling dears. It's holding you back from your truest potential. Yeah, all of this red Root chakra, darling dears. Get out of fight, flight, or freeze mode. It's time for you to be stable and secure. Manifestation mode. The root chakra is about your security. It's about the material world. It's about wanting to belong to a situation, but not a skullduggerous, darling dears. It's definitely a family member that you're going to be Xing out, or someone that you saw as family, or a situation that you saw as family. It's time for you to go, darling dears. Keep it moving, Scotty. It's the rebirth of you, darling dear. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings, my Patreon, or my TikToks, where I also upload videos. If you'd like a personal read from me, please hit me up in the Gmail. All of my intel is in the description box below. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Big Cat Wave. Until we meet again on these tarot streets. Cat, cat, cat.